This is 2011 paper MCQ question number 14. It has given the property which had been acquired by company on 1st April 2017 for 500,000 was revalued for the first time on 1st April 2019, beginning of the year. This is the revaluation amounts. On this date, it has given provision for depreciation on property account had balance. It has given 100,000. That is the accumulated depreciation up to beginning of the year. Think about purchase date and revaluation date. Already used 2 years. This is the cost value and given accumulated depreciation. It is equal provision for depreciation. This is the depreciable asset. And this is the revaluation amounts. The property is depreciated on straight line basis. The remaining useful lifetime of this asset at the time of revaluation was 8 years. This is the remaining useful lifetime. It is relevant for depreciation for the year calculation. This is a requirement. They ask what is the net impact. Sometimes there's impact, but here there's net impact important. On equity, sometimes there's on profit. Net impact on equity as at 31st March 20 due to this revaluation. There's net impact. Therefore, from the beginning, you have to calculate impact, effect for equity if it has not revalue. Effect for equity if it has revalue. If it has revalue, think about it. If it has not revalue, here if it has revalue, think about it. And here if it has not revalue. If it has not revalue, think about revaluation is given beginning of the year. If it has not revalue, effect for equity only depreciation. It has given accumulated depreciation for 2-year periods up to beginning of the year. From purchase date to revaluation date, it has already used 2 years. Given accumulated depreciation, that is the total depreciation for 2-year period. Method is straight line basis. Therefore, if it has not revalue, this year depreciation effect for profit, then it is effect for equity. Therefore, it has given for 4-year depreciation equal 100,000. It means annual depreciation can be calculated 100,000 divided by 2. This is annual depreciation. Depreciation is expense. Therefore, effect for profit decrease. Therefore, equity also decrease. Therefore, if it has not revalue, profit decrease, equity decrease by 50,000. By 50,000, profit, equity decrease. If profit decrease, it is effect for equity. And think about if it has revalue. There are 2 things effect for equity. First one, revaluation profit and loss. Second one, annual depreciation. Given revaluation beginning of the year on this date. On this date mean 1st April 19. It has given provision for depreciation and given it was revalue first time. This is date beginning of the year. Therefore, depreciable asset, when we are going to calculate revaluation profit and loss, you have to compare with net book value and revaluation amounts. Net book value can be calculated cost minus accumulated depreciation. Given cost value 500 and accumulated depreciation also given. Therefore, net book value as at the revaluation date equal 400,000. And given revaluation amount is given 640,000. Think about depreciable asset. If it is non-depreciable, example land, cost value can be compared with revaluation amounts. But this is the depreciable asset, already used 2 years, accumulated depreciation available. Therefore, you have to compare with net book value and revaluation amounts. Then revaluation amount higher than the net book value. Therefore, difference value revaluation profit. Revaluation profit equal revaluation amounts minus net book value. net book value equal 400,000. Therefore, revaluation profit equal 240,000. It is effect for revaluation reserves increase, therefore equity increase by 240,000. Therefore, revaluation profit effect for equity. Important. Effect for profit increase. Revaluation reserves part of equity. If it has revalue, as a result of revaluation profit, equity increased by 260,000. And it has given revaluation beginning of the year. There's asset 31st March 20 net impact for equity. Therefore, annual depreciation also should be considered. Annual depreciation can be calculated. Revaluation is given beginning of the year. After revaluation, annual depreciation should be calculated based on revaluation amounts. It has not given residual value. Therefore, revaluation amount divided by remaining useful lifetime. Therefore, depreciation expense effect for equity decrease. Annual depreciation equal 80,000. Therefore, this one also effect for equity. Annual depreciation expense. Therefore, profit decrease. Profit is a part of equity. Therefore, equity decrease. Therefore, if it has revalue, this is the effect for equity. Effect for equity increase by 160,000. This is the effect for equity. If it has revalue, if it has not revalue, equity decrease by 500,000. There's net impact. Net impact on equity. Therefore, this is the way you have to calculate net impact. Think about difference value. If it has revalue, equity decrease by 50,000. If it has not revalue, equity decrease by 50,000. If it has revalue, as a result of revaluation profit, equity increase. As a result of depreciation, profit decrease, equity decrease. Therefore, this is the effect for equity if it has revalue. This is the effect for equity if it has not revalue. Then net impact. Net impact means difference value. Therefore, equity difference value, think about this one minus 50,000. Therefore, effect for equity increased by difference value. Therefore, difference value can be calculated 160,000 minus 50,000. Therefore, here minus became a plus. Therefore, answer is equity increased by 210,000. Therefore, there's net impact on the equity. Therefore, answer is fourth one. Answer is fourth one. If there's net impact, think about if it has not revalue. If it has revalue, think about equity. Effect for equity, this is. There's net impact to the equity, then difference value. This one minus 50. Therefore, this one minus this one, this is a minus value. Therefore, answer is 210,000.